Welcome back, everybody, to another Fallout video, and Merry Christmas. Well, kind of. Merry Christmas in July and Fallout. That's right. The holiday Scorched event is back, and it is awesome. This is one of my favorite things in Fallout. We get the holiday gifts back, and I love it. I love it in the sense that this is not a timed event where it's going off every hour. You can kind of play this event at your own leisure. You don't feel rushed to pack in as much of the game as you can before that hour mark goes off, and you can kind of just travel around the map and knock this out. And I really, really enjoy it. There's some great plans locked behind these Scorched holiday presents. So I highly encourage you to get out there and kill your holiday Scorch to see what you can unwrap in these presents. So on today's video, I'm going to be showing you my favorite way to go farm these Scorched and why you should be going out hunting them down. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So let's start at the basics. If you have never played an event like this before, what are we looking for? So your holiday Scorched, keep your ears open. They're going to have some jingles to them. And that's what we're going to be hearing first. And they're going to look different. They're going to be dressed up, Santa suits, blue suits. And that's what we're farming. And they will be dropping presents. They can have small, holiday, and large. And that's what we want. And they can also drop legendary weapons. So if you're farming script, that's great. I always pick them up and then I go immediately exchange them. Don't really need a lot of legendary weapons at this point, but I do like script, so I tend to grab all of that I can. A good rule of thumb and some great etiquette. Keep in mind that even if we are farming the holiday Scorched, I like to clear an area because it gives the game a greater opportunity to respawn more Scorched. So if we only see maybe 1 or 2 holiday Scorched, it's a good rule of thumb to clear all of the Scorched in that area to repopulate greater odds for more holiday Scorched. So if you only see 2 holiday Scorched, that only tells the game to repopulate 2 more Scorched. But if you clear a big area of Scorched, that gives a greater odds of repopulating more holiday Scorched. So if you go into an area, make sure you are killing all of the Scorched that you see, so the game gives you greater odds to repopulate more holiday Scorched. So it's good etiquette, and it gives you more opportunity to come back to that area and have higher odds for more holiday Scorched, if that makes sense. All right, so where to go to farm Scorched? So I'm actually going to throw a map up here that I use. If you're on PC, I highly encourage you to have this. If you have a separate monitor, pull this up on another monitor. I'm going to link it down in the description below. Shout out to Nuka Knights for putting together this incredible detailed map of everywhere that Scorched spawn. I use this regularly. So I'm going to give credit where credit is due on this. So you can pause here if you really want to look at this, but really encourage you to use this as much as possible. So I'm going to put this here. Take a look at this. This is what I use. But I tend to stay at the top of the map. I use Wavy Willards. I go to Camden Park a lot. I go to Tyler County Fairgrounds. I'll just make a big loop sometimes, but the reason I stay at the very top of the map, the Wavy Willards area, because it's kind of out of the way and there's not a lot of train stations, and people tend to stay near the train stations because if they're collecting the legendary weapons, they will get weighed down a lot and they'll just want to go cash them in. So that's why I tend to stay up there, and I will just run a path a lot. So that's why I stay up towards that area. And there tends to be not a lot of Scorched that are already dead when I get there. So you're honestly, if you're playing on a public server, you're going to run into that. You're going to get to a location, and with this event going on, you're going to get there and you're going to see the Scorched already wiped out. But if you are a Fallout First member, I highly encourage you to utilize your private server if you are solely farming holiday gifts. It is a great way to ensure that you're going to be the first one there because you're the only one there. So make sure you're using your private server for that reason. Don't forget that you do have access to that. And it's a great way, a great time to tap into that private server of yours. All right, so let's talk events and Morgantown Airport. This one is great for farming Scorch. There are a ton of Scorch that are on the outside that you can wipe out as you make your way through. This is easily done with just one person. So if you want to go over to your private server, which I encourage on this one because everybody has the same idea on this one. And I don't know how many times that I've went over here to do it and it had already been triggered and on cooldown. So if you run over here and you see smoke coming out the top, that means somebody's already done it and you need to come back and wait your turn because it's on a cooldown. But there are a ton of Scorched in this area out here. So you can run through here, kill them all, and go in here and trigger the event to start. Because this is the one that needs to be triggered. It's not like it's on a timer where you have to wait for it to pop up. Like the rest of the events, this is one that you have to run into for it to trigger it. All right, so once you pass through this gate, collision course will start. And you can just run up here to this thing and trigger this flare launcher and the event will start. And you will get, I believe, several waves. I think 5. Yes, 5 waves of Scorched. You don't have to worry about the Scorched Beast. He won't harm you. And you can get several waves of Scorched and hopefully several holiday Scorched. And this is great for farming those holiday presents. Now, speaking of events, I do want to touch on real quick about anything that involves opening a door and you get a loading screen. So Poseidon energy plant that has Scorched around the outskirts, anything that you have to open a door, you get a loading screen. Even though you know Scorched are on the inside, those are not tied to holiday Scorched. If the door opens and you do not have a loading screen to step on into the inside, then you're okay. But those are instance based. That's what they're called. Those will not have holiday Scorched tied to the event. So keep that in mind. Anytime you get a loading screen, that is not tied to the holiday event going on. All right, so as this Scorched Beast is flying above, think about going out and doing some fissure sites. There are several around the map, and it is an easy way to get a couple waves and great XP. And lastly, another great event that happens is Line in the Sand. This is a Scorched event, so keep your eyes peeled for that one when it goes off. I don't see it very often for some reason, but it is very popular and it is great for farming holiday gifts. All right, this is my absolute favorite place to go, and I'm going to tell you why. Poseidon energy is brimming with Scorched. I mean, as you can see, I just got here and immediately holiday Scorched. But another reason I like it is because it's so big and there's so many Scorched here that even if everybody is hitting this, they're gonna miss some of them. And so I always make sure that I do come over here and I at least try to go through it because there's a ton that go all the way up to the top, all the way the spiral staircase that goes all the way up to the plant. So even if people are running through here, they're going to miss some. So don't be discouraged if you get here and you see a lot on the bottom floor that have been taken out. 9 times out of 10, they didn't get them all because people are just doing this quickly to see if somebody's already hit it. There's a lot here, like a lot, like more to me than any other place on the map. So don't be discouraged. At least go through here and see if you can hear the jingle bells. So I like coming here. There's a lot here. And even if you're on a private server, it's great because you can come here and know that your chances and your odds of at least seeing if there's some holiday scorched here are really, really good. And make sure that you go all the way up to the top of the power plant, because every single time that I've ever come here, there's at least 2 to 3 holiday scorched on the roof, just hanging out. So let's do a little inventory really quick. This is what we have so far. And keep in mind, I've only hit like 4 or 5 places. This is all the legendary stuff I have gotten so far. I mean, that's a lot. So if you're really, really hunting legendary items and you're needing script, this is a great way to farm it without doing the big events. And I mean, I don't know about you, but if you're short on script, this is great. Okay, let's talk about this location. This is by and far my favorite place to farm scorched. And I know, everybody loves it. Helvetia. I've had the best luck here, and I know every time you come here, all the scorched are dead, but that's because it has the best odds. I mean, you're gonna see here. I'm not gonna cut it. I'm not gonna fool you. Every time I come here, I get so many holiday scorched. And that's why every time you come here, all the scorched are dead, because everybody knows that this is the place to go. Fashnot is here. All the holiday scorched are here. It's worth it. So if you're farming them, this is the place to go. But keep in mind, when you come here, they're all going to be dead. And I'm sorry I'm including it, but it's worth saying. This is the place to farm them. And if you do come here and you don't have any luck and they're all alive and you don't see any holiday ones, then you didn't hear it on this channel. I'm sorry. But again, if you have a Fallout First membership and you have a private server, just go over there and give it a couple tries. You might get really, really lucky. I got a lot of holiday gifts here, so give it a try. I got super lucky. I'm not gonna cut any of this clip here. I'm just gonna show you how many holiday scorched were here. It was crazy. Lots of Santas. Lots of Santas. Just look at this. Look at this. They were all hanging out in this church. I don't know why, but here's one. Here's another. It just never stopped, and I keep finding them. So I'm just going to tell you right now, this is the place to go. And it's super frustrating when I'm on a public world and I come over here and they're all dead, because I see the Santas in the street and they're not with us anymore. So I get it. It can be really frustrating. And I'm going to put a disclaimer in here. I'm doing this all on my private world. So that's why they're all alive. Well, not anymore. But you get it. I'm doing this because I wanted the luck this time. But again, this is the place to go if you want all the luck. Unfortunately. And everybody knows it. And I just wanted to include it. All right, Bethesda listened, and they gave us Santaron back, and he's free. He's free. So if you haven't already, go get him out of the atomic shop, get him in your camp, and let him be out there getting presents for you. It's great. It's easy, and you don't have to do anything. So let's see what Santaron brought us since we've been out there wandering the wasteland. Hopefully something good. 2 holiday gifts, a large and 2 smalls. See? We didn't have to do anything but set him up. So go do it if you haven't already. All right, so let's see what we got from this haul. So these gifts live under the aid category, and my recommendation is to open these one by one very slowly. Let the words go on the screen, let them fully appear and disappear before you open the next one. And we will see what we got. So we got several holiday gifts, so that's kind of like the medium. We got 4 large, lots of script. So every gift contains script, which is great if you're hunting that, if you're trying to farm up some script. And we got several large, so that's what we're hunting. Large has the better odds to give you plans. And there's a lot of goodies locked behind some plans. And the outfit that I'm currently wearing is Jitterbug Judy. And I got that farming the other day. It was like one of the first things I unlocked. I was so excited. It was like one of the things I really, really wanted. And you can get this outfit by farming holiday gifts. So hopefully you guys, if you really want it, I guess I should say, you can get it in the holiday gifts. So let's see what we got here. Lots of junk. Those are usually in the smaller gifts, but we got some plans here, some camo paint. We got the snowman head backpack flare. I love some backpack flare. Honeycomb paper snowman. Oh, I love that. And we got any more plans? Any more plans? Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I saw a plan. I saw a plan. I think I saw a plan. Anyways, good stuff here. I'm really excited about this event. I like ones that I don't feel pressured to always be logged in at the hour because of FOMO. I have it pretty severe. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I like events like this. I'm a bit of a collector. I have to have almost everything in the game. I like it. I like to collect. So I hope you have good luck on this event. I hope your Christmas is merry. All right, guys, that will be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you on this holiday Scorched event. And as always, don't forget to hit that like or subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one.